Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, March the 4th, and now I'm getting ready to head off to Pueblo, Colorado. A little behind schedule this morning, but if you know me, I never leave when I want to leave. I did want to leave about an hour ago. It's about 7 now, so we'll have to see how it goes. Right now, just got to do my safety check, and then I'll be ready to go underway. So generally, I just kind of kick the tires, just make sure everything looks okay. My lights are working. I double check that's plugged in. I check my safety chains, my breakaway cable, make sure that's secure, make sure my trailer's secure there, everything looks okay. Quick check of the straps. That's not bad. I will check that at the next gas stop. Perhaps maybe I might even give that one extra little, if I can get down here. There we go. Feels okay, but I'll give it an extra one just to be safe. Okay, so that's that. Come around, check the trailer tires, give them a kick. Sound good. Check my front strap, that's good. It's not going anywhere. Gotta walk across the trailer. 4 ways are flashing. Yep. So those are all working. Once again, I check on this strap, that feels tight. Kick the tires. Now, I already pre-greased these yesterday, so I did all my bearings, pre-greased them, checked them, they're all good. Check this strap. This one's a little loose. Don't like how loose that is, so I'll give that a little snap. Okay, that's good and tight now. Clearance light's working. LED. Back this way, lights working. Kick the tire. Mirror secure. Kick the tire. And yeah, headlights working, flashers working. Headlights working, flashers working. So there we go. Safety check is done. Everything's looking good. We're ready to hit the road. And of course, I'm heading east, so I'm gonna have the sun in my face the whole drive. So we'll have to see how the reflection works. I am putting a t-shirt across the dash to try to combat the reflection of the dash cam. So we'll see how it goes. All right, let's get hauling. All right, just gonna note the time here. It is 10 after 7 and I'm getting ready to roll. So let's see what time I get into Pueblo and let's see how long my total drive time was. Gonna do some resets here on the trip monitors and all that. I'm gonna try to get an estimate on the MPG on the way out and on the way back. I'm also gonna try to get the weights as well to see if a different profile of vehicle and different weights, how it's gonna affect my gas mileage. I've never gone this way to Colorado before, so it'll be interesting to see. Okay, now let's get hauling. So as you can see, I'm at a pilot somewhere in Arizona. I'm really close to Flagstaff. I think I'm like 10 miles away from Flagstaff. So I stopped to grab some fuel, and I need some more coffee, and I gotta make room for more coffee. So far, we've gone 241.5 miles. And the average MPG for this trip so far has been 13.7. Not bad. You saw how much hill I was climbing, so that's pretty good. I really hope to get a weight on this on the back before the trip's over. And I've been driving for 3 hours and 45 minutes, so that's not bad, but making pretty decent time. I know the speed limit's 75, and I could probably have gone a little farther, faster, used more fuel, However, I'm not in a hurry, so I've only been doing 65, which is pretty much as fast as I ever tow anyhow when I got weight on the back. I don't like to go any faster than that, just simply for the safety factor. I am in a half ton. It's not like I'm in a big dually or something like that, and I can, I have the control for 85 miles an hour or 80 miles an hour or whatever. I don't think you should ever tow that fast, but that's just me, unless you're in a semi. But I just, 65 is usually about my limit when I'm loaded. If I'm empty, if my trailer's empty, sure, I'll do 75, 80. That's not a problem. I grease my bearings before every trip and make sure they're okay. So I know my equipment's fine, but yeah, loaded, 65 is good enough. Plus, it helps on the fuel economy a little bit better that way. Okay, let me go get my fuel, and we'll get back underway. Okay, I have made it to Albuquerque. I'm at the Flying J here as soon as you start to come into Albuquerque. So it's time for some more fuel. I've gone probably like 300 and something miles. I forgot to reset, but yeah, it was like 320 miles since the last Flying J that I stopped at. And because you saw that we got up on the plane and pretty much leveled out, my fuel economy's actually jumped up to 16.2 now, so that's pretty good. Unfortunately, I passed the scale, but I couldn't go through and I couldn't get a weight. So I'm really hoping that I'll find a weight somewhere, but if not, I'm gonna have to guesstimate and see how we're doing. But yeah, it's time to get some fuel, and I also want to see how much of the SD card got filled up on the Vantru, because it's been recording for about 9 hours. So I'm interested to see how much of the SD card that 1440p used up. I wonder if I filled it and I'm recording over where I started, or if there's still some space left. I'll try to catch some footage of that as well. Oh, it's probably not going to catch it very well, but it used about half the card. So for that 9 hours at 1440, okay, so that was pretty nice. It used about half the card for this 9-hour drive. I still got about 5 hours ahead of me, kind of like the same as what I did from wherever I stopped in Arizona to here. About the same time frame. I'm actually just taking the time to transfer the files over to the laptop because it's just going to take forever, and I'm just going to take a break for a few minutes. Gonna go grab a lottery ticket because it's New Mexico, never know, might win. Hey, so once I've got that transferred over and I got the files deleted off the SD card, I can get the cam hooked back up again and we'll get back underway. And it's kind of like rush hour right now in Albuquerque, so I'm really not in a hurry to push through. So just will take my time here for a few minutes, hang out at this Flying J for a few minutes, maybe get rid of some more coffee before I go. Seems to be a trend today, but I don't want to hang out here too long. They got security running around. Must be not a great area of Albuquerque, I guess. So yeah, we won't be here for too long, but I am fueled up. My last fuel, I think it was $53.50. This one was $52. You know, I've used $110 worth of gas so far. Remember, I left Vegas full, so when I get home to Vegas, I'm gonna have to fill up again. I'll do it right at that Flying J in the North Vegas, because that's where I filled up when I left. And that's where I'll be dropping the car off on the return trip. I'll get what my total fuel for this whole trip was, so. Mustangs. So next stop, I probably will stop for one more fuel stop before I get to the hotel. I should get to the hotel around 11:30 tonight, but I want to top up before I get in, probably. And because I need to get a bite to eat. I haven't eaten yet. I've had a couple snacks, but that's about it, and we'll have to see how that goes. I don't think I'll get in time to grab dinner anywhere, so I'll grab it at another flight. I'll grab a couple of slices of pizza. That'll tie me over till morning breakfast. So okay, with that, let's get hauling. right, well, I'm at the Loves in Las Vegas. What happened? You made it back home again? No, Las Vegas, New Mexico. I really don't need fuel. I do gotta get some more coffee, but I got a vibration that I need to check out. I don't know if I'm losing a tire on the trailer or what the deal is, but I need to check it out. I suddenly just felt a vibration going on, and it's always best to check things out when you feel stuff like that down the road. So let's go see what's going on. So I couldn't figure out what the vibration was. I didn't see anything obvious on it, so we'll just have to monitor it and see if it gets worse. May have lost a weight on one of the trailer tires or something. So with that, we'll just go ahead and call that good. I topped up with fuel, and now I'm a few hours away from my hotel. So hopefully the rest of the trip goes uneventful, and now it's time for me to be leaving Las Vegas. I get a kick out of that. Oh, and I know we can't see each other, but it's that was $24 worth of fuel. as you can see, I made it to my hotel room. It was a very long drive. I think I was on the road for 14 hours. Yeah, that was a long day. It was a 16-hour day of driving. But I made it to Pueblo, Colorado, and so I'm just transferring some files from the dash cam so I can clean the SD card up for the ride home tomorrow. And with that, I'm going to bed. Good night, everybody. We'll catch you tomorrow for the rest of this vlog. Till then, keep hauling. And I'm going to try to go ahead and get an estimate on EPA, or EPA. I'm going to try to get those, they're bastards.